What's up everyone and welcome to the club. Let's continue with our Halloween themed lessons by drawing Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th. Now for today's lesson, we're using a black 4B pencil. I'm using a side grip. Let's sketch a circle in the center of our page. Starting from the very top, just going to work our way along the left side. Just using these short choppy lines. And the circle doesn't have to be perfect. Just going to work our way around the right, coming down towards the center. Now from here, we draw a guideline coming down the center of our circle and the sides. Let's start with the middle. We're going to extend this up and then come all the way down towards the bottom. And then we'll add another guideline on the side of our circle, starting with the left, going up towards the top, then bring that down towards the bottom, and do the exact same thing on the right. Now we're going to sketch a line in the center of our circle going from left to right. And we'll extend this out towards the side. Now I'm going to sketch two circles on either side for the eyes. Starting from that center line, come all the way down towards the bottom, and then back up towards the top. Now let's do the same thing on the right. We want to bring this down towards the same height, and then back up towards the top. And then from the inside of each eye, draw a straight line coming down towards the bottom of that larger circle. Let's locate the nose along the bottom edge of the circle. Starting on the left, I'm just going to curve this up and then back down on the right. Let's take the same distance between that center line and the bottom of our circle, come down towards the bottom, just mark this off for the bottom of the chin. Let's add another guideline along the bottom of that circle, going out towards the left and right side. And we want to curve the head coming down and in towards the chin. Let's start from the left side of that circle. We're going to start with a straight angled line, coming down and in towards that bottom line. And then from the jaw, we're just going to curve this down and then in towards the chin. We're just going to round out the bottom. Now we're going to see the top of the head coming up above the top edge of the mask. Starting over on the left, I'm just going to curve this up a little bit higher in the middle, round out the head, and then bring that back down on the right. And I'll add that large strap in the center. From the top of the mask, we're going to step down, sketch a line going across. Now from the side, we're going to go up just slightly above the top edge of the head, and then we'll close this off. Let's add another strap on the left and right side. From the left side of the circle, we'll step in, sketch a line coming down, extend this out towards the side, and pull that back up towards that center line. And we'll do the same thing on the right. And now move back down, blocking the neck and the shoulders. Starting from the jaw, sketch a line coming down towards the shoulder. Do the same thing on the right. And then we'll go back up to the jaw, slope the shoulders, coming down and out towards the side. Now from the bottom of the neck, we're going to curve the collar, coming down and then in towards that center line. Now you want to block in the collar. Let's start back at the top of the neck, angle this down and out towards the left and right. And we'll pull that up and in towards the side of the neck. Let's go back and add that mark in the center of the head. In between the eyes, we're going to start with an angled line, going up and out towards the left and right side. And then from the ends, we're just going to slope this down and in toward that center line. And we'll add those marks on the side of the mask. Starting on the left side of the nose, angle this down and out. Let's line this up on the right. Flatten off the end with a short angled line. And we'll pull that back up towards the top along the inside. Now to go and add those holes inside the mask. From the center, let's move over towards the left, sketch a small circle, and we'll do the same thing on the right. Now move out and up and add another circle. And then we'll add two more along either side. And the top one, we're just going to pull this in. Let's add another hole along the side. And we'll move down and add another one. Let's add one hole along the bottom of the nose. Move out to the side. And add two more coming down in an angle. Just pull this in towards the chin. Let's add another one along the side. And then up along the side of the head. Move up and add one more. Now I'm going to go back and add some shape to the eyes. Starting from the inside edge on the left, I'm just going to curve this up and then bend that out. Do the same thing along the right side. Round at the end, come down and in towards the side of the eye. Once we're happy with the shape of our drawing, I'm going to go back and lightly erase some of these guidelines. Now I'm going to go back and add a second level of detail. Let's add some cracks around the mask. Starting from the top right, I'm going to start by curving those down and then in. And just taper that out and up towards the edge of the mask. I'm also going to break the bottom right side of the mask. Starting on the side, curve this in and then down towards the chin. And I'll add a crack underneath the left eye, coming down and in, and then taper that back up. And now we're going to go in with the tip of our pencil and trace the contours and add a little bit of detail as we go. Let's start with the eyes. Starting with the inside edge. Just going to darken this up. I'm also going to rough up the edge, just to break it up a little bit. And then I'm adding a little bit of detail to that crack. I'm blending this crack into those circles. And just breaking up the edge. I'm just adding some shape to that crack on the right side. Now I'm just layering the jaw in behind. So there's a slight overlap along the bottom and the side. I'm just going back and tracing out the outside of each hole. And now we're going to go in and add some detail and some shadows as we go. Starting with a thick inside edge of the mask on the outside of the eyes. And then just darkening that up. Now with the shadows inside the eyes, I'm going really dark along the top, and I'll just lightly fade that out along the bottom. Then going back and blending out that shadow. Adding some shadow along the bottom edge of the nose, and then just blending that up along the sides. Now just going back and just filling in the inside of each of those holes. Now the edge of the mask is going to cast a shadow across the top of the head along the left side. Just darken this up and then just fade that out towards the right. Just add a burn stain across the outside of that crack. And now we're just going in and darkening up the top edge of the neck, just underneath the bottom of the mask. Because the mask is going to cast a shadow across the neck. And going in with the tipper pencil and just adding some wrinkles across the neck. Just lightly adding these lines from left to right. And you're really going to see these wrinkles in the highlight area of the neck. Now just adding a shadow across the bottom of the collar, going onto the body. And again, just going off darker along the top, and then just fading that out. Now we're just adding some shape to the mask by adding a shadow across the outside and just fading that out as we come in. So I'm just going to darken up the outside of the mask. And we'll just darken up the inside of the mask on the inside of that shadow going around those holes. Now just adding a lighter shade coming in towards the center of the mask. And now we're just going back and just tightening up our shadows. and as you get near the end of a drawing, I'll tighten up the detail and add a bit more shadow, and that's pretty much it. There's a sketch illustration of Jason Voorhees. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Make sure you subscribe and send me your requests in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.